One incident does not ruin everything we have done for the last 16 months.
Claystone at the Crossing management is left frustrated after gunshots were fired early this morning. Good evening, I'm Gina Quattrochi. Jeff Smith has the night off. News Channel 18's Tiffany Dismore has more in tonight's top story. Tiffany.
Gina, investigators say no one was injured when 3 shots were fired in the air around 1 this morning at Claystone at the Crossing. But Lafayette Police Sergeant Jay Rosine says police are looking for a black male, medium build, just under 6 feet tall with facial hair. Rosine says the suspect took off and ran through an apartment and police have not been able to find him. The management company that took over the apartment complex says it has been working hard to change the complex and says this morning's incident is unacceptable.
Can't help what somebody comes on your property and does.
Teresa Sturdivant is the regional director for the management company that took over this apartment complex when it was Country View Estates. The complex had a reputation.
Claystone at the Crossing is not the old Country View Estates, and we are a no-nonsense property.
Sturdivant teamed up with Lafayette Mayor Tony Rosworski and police to revamp the property. In 2007, police report there were 485 cases in the complex. This past year, that number dropped to 307.
Things have greatly improved since we first experienced and encountered problems a few years ago up until now.
Harvey Mason has lived in the complex for the past 7 years.
Used to, you can't even come out the door without somebody's fighting, running down the sidewalk or chasing somebody in a car. Yeah, it's 100% better than what it used to be.
Sturdivant says once the company took over 16 months ago, about 75% of the original residents were evicted for compliance reasons and says their replacements are local residents.
At least 95% of those 270 plus move-ins have been local residents.
Management says they send those who don't comply with the rules packing. And many residents say they'd like to see the stereotype go away too.
People label people, they say Claystone is a bad place for living. Everybody here is not the same. There's some nice people here.
As for the suspect in this morning's shots fired case, Sturdivant believes he was visiting someone at Claystone and is not a resident.
We will find out who they were visiting, and that person is responsible for their guests, and they will be evicted.